Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rahmat Wahyudin Sagala. Today, I would like to present a research entitled Critical Discourse Analysis Experiential Function of the Open University e-learning classroom. This paper delivered in the 6th Progressive Fund and Education International Conferences, uh, which held by ALPTK PTM Indonesia. Uh, my name is Rahmat Wahyudin Sagala from English Department, Universitas Muhammadiyah, Sumatera Utara. Okay, this course is the way which language used in socially to convey broad historical meaning, and its language identified by the social condition of its use by who is using it and under what conditions. In general, language is a communication tool used by humans to convey ideas, opinion, and thoughts to others, both orally, written, spoken, and writing. One of the function of language is to describe experience. This is uh, to say that language is used by human beings to represent experience is termed by the experiential function as one of the component of the meta function as advocated by Halliday in 2004. Reality in text or discourse is realized by the experience, which is realized in the experiential functions. So, in the backgrounds of the study, in this critical discourse analysis, the study how social identities, relation, and the power relationship are constructed, written in spoken text. According to Van Dijk, CDA particularly concerned with the unequal and dominant nature of this relation as the role texts play in reproducing and maintaining them. In multidisciplinary approach with draw on elements of anthropology, philosophy, psychology, rhetoric, and sociolinguistic, and literary studies as well as linguistic. That is statement according to Wodak and Mayers in 2001. And now, in the digital age, the university has a target to conduct learning in accordance with technological development to improve the qualification and abilities for the lecturers. The product of the digital age with university target is e-learning classroom. This function is to create the standard in the learning experience that goes above and be and beyond the physical space of the classroom and traditional teaching methods. So, Halliday in 2004 distinguished that there are three elements of experiential functions, namely the process, which is equivalent to the activity of a verb in traditional grammar. Second, the participants, which are a person or things that in the process. And the last is the circumstance, which is environment or surrounding the activity involving the participants. So Indonesia nowadays face the challenges of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, not only in the economic, social, technological sectors, but in education sector must inevitably be able to adapt in this era. So in responding to the challenge, the Ministry of Technology and Education promoting the cyber universities with its e-learning or online learning systems. The online learning system is a part of distance education that specifically combines electronic technology and internet-based technology. The study applied the descriptive qualitative method to identify and investigate the social phenomenon, according to Trohim 2006. Uh, Descriptive qualitative has the natural setting as the direct source of data, and researcher is the key of instruments. The subject of this study is the online tutor and the students in e-learning classroom that has been chosen. Uh, the discourse were taken from e-learning classroom uh, in the English course of Indonesia Open University classroom. There were 11 participants in the study, namely online tutors and the 10 students e-learning classroom, the students member. So this is the stages. There are three phases here. The first one is separating the discourse into clauses. The clauses were constituted by the three elements: experiential function, namely process, participant, and circumstance. Secondly, uh, analyze, analyzing clauses in terms of experiential function, each clauses were analyzed into the process of participants and circumstance. The last phase, classifying the elements of experiential functions, the analysis revealed that the discourse used different types process, participant, and circumstance. The occurrences are included in tables which proportion of its component encountered converted into percentage. So this is the stages of research design, data collection, data analysis, and data validity. Result and discussion. Each discourse was analyzed into process, participants, and circumstance. Based on the discourse, which was transcribed in English e-learning classroom, it was found that material, mental, relational, and verbal were applied by the tutor uh, and the students. So this is the detailed information about how many utterances taken in the process of uh, and the participant and the circumstance. Okay, conclusions. The overall review of this study is to find the phenomenon of discourse analysis with reference to experiential functions in e-learning classroom. According to Fairclough and Wadak, the critical discourse analysis discuss how text functions in socio-cultural practices. The critical discourse analysis examines or analyzes the language in written and oral form as a society elements. The study of discourse connect between text and context. The data of discourse focus on the construction of discourse, which include written text in the form of written form, or oral text in the form of various speeches. The present systematic review of 11 participants in e-learning classroom has revealed that there are some categories of discourse analysis in terms of experiential function used in e-learning classroom. The findings are taken from the discourse of online tutors and students during e-learning classroom process. The first types of experience function used by e-learning classroom are process, circumstance, and participant. Second, analysis of experiential function used in e-learning are material, mental, relational, and verbal. Circumstance such as location, manner, cause, matter, participant one, such as an actor, sensor, possessor, sayer, and carrier. And participant two, as a goal, phenomenon, process, and verbiage. The third, the types of experience function dominantly used in e-learning is participants. Thank you very much. That's all my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.